Thank you very much, the Right Honourable Prime Minister. The guests, all protocols observed. I think I'll probably talk half of the time that Murithi has talked. I'm not so sure what else you can say after what Murithi has elucidated. But let me start by recognizing my Deputy Governor who is here, Joyce, and I know there are other Deputy Governors. Maybe you can start so that I'm not discriminated, that I only stood my Deputy Governor. There we have three Deputy Governors there. Thank you very much, and God bless. Mine is going to be very short, and I'll start it this way. I'm very happy to have been part of the team that did the triumphant entry into Nairobi. It's ironical because we thought we would do triumphant entry into Mount Kenya. But we started with Mount Kenya and we ended up doing a triumphant entry with Baba in Nairobi. And if there was anybody who could doubt that Jesus made triumphant entry in Nazareth, then see what happened yesterday. So I'm really happy and pleased that we made that triumphant entry. Secondly, I would want to say that a lot has been said, but I would want to use the computer language just to make it simple. What His Excellency the President has done, which was a follow-up of the implementation of Vision 2030, which I happen to have been involved in its formulation, it's largely to create the hardware. And we have had this discussion. This country now is at a point, you cannot have adequate hardware, but we are at a point where we are having sufficient hardware. What we are looking for is a software. And the software is a stimulus package that gets the young people into doing the jobs. The software is that which makes the farmer in Gatundu North, a place called Kamwangi, produce milk, and within 10 minutes, that milk is processed and sold in Thika because the road is good. It is the software. And Your Excellency, the Right Honourable Raila Odinga, yours will largely be software. Because that's what this country needs in order to start an economic transformation. And we can talk more about that. What we also would want to say is that the biggest gift that you and your colleagues did or gave to this country was the Constitution 2010. And with it came devolution. And we can see every corner of this country has changed because of that second liberation, the Constitution. What we are asking for is defending devolution. We would want devolution defended. And if not just defending devolution, but making sure that you have more confidence in devolution. Get more money to the counties. Let counties have the problem of accountability, but get more money to the counties. Let the national government work closely with the county governments, because that's the way that person, doesn't matter whether it's Mount Kenya or wherever else, they will be able to feel the government. I'll just talk about one issue, which again, as you can see, I just talked about the hardware and talked about the software and how easily we can fit into the software. But I would also want to say, Your Excellency, that we need to rethink, and I know there has been a bit of discussions about the economic models. But instead of going to economic models, we agreed yesterday that we are going to go direct to Anjiko and do things, projects. But I also want to challenge economists in this country because they are there. When misconceptions are being made about economic development, where are you? Those of us who have read books like Michael Todaro and Lipsey and the others, we all know the difference between different economic models. I want to simplify our development economic model by saying we need to slice the growth of our GDP. What is the contributor of our GDP? When we say our GDP is growing by 5 or 6%, what is contributing to the 5 or 6%? For as long as agriculture and manufacturing are not contributing to that GDP, there is not going to be jobs. There is not going to be sufficient food. There is not going to be cheap food that enables our manufacturing sector to become competitive. Yes, service industry is good, finances are good, yes, the banking is good, and it will contribute to our 5%. But as long as manufacturing and agriculture are not doing well, the thing is we have to unpack our GDP. And we are not alone. It is an African-wide problem. We have to unpack our GDP, pump more manufacturing competitiveness. Those are things that we have not talked about, and I would want the economists of this country to come up. We talk about these things. I don't know why we have only 2 or 3 economists talking and the rest are quiet. I think we also have to think very seriously about whether we are going to lead an export or an import-led economy. Sorry to say, Your Excellency, today this country is spending 30% imported, wheat 80% imported, rice 75% imported, sugar 60%. What are we talking about? We are exporting wealth and importing poverty. Let's look at our agricultural sector. We've lost the competitive advantage of our tea, coffee, and other exports. We have to lead an export-led economy, one that makes sure that we conserve our money within here. So, Baba, we are ready. The triumphant entry yesterday, followed by today, we want a bigger thing tomorrow. This train has left the station. God bless you.
Asante sana, Governor Kinyanjui.
Raila Amolo Odinga, my fellow governors of Paranya, Nderitu, Nyoro, and Kimemia, our business leaders who are here, and all leaders here present, good evening. I want to take this opportunity to be brief, but maybe before I say the 2 issues I wanted to mention, allow me to recognize our deputy governors who have not been recognized, and I'm duly. They have been recognized. Okay, I had been told by the organizers. Thank you. So quickly, I want just to go to 2 issues. One, I want to congratulate the former Prime Minister for launching the Azimio la Umoja Clarion. And I say this because if there's anything that our country needs today is the unity. I personally come from a place where I am voted in by every person from this republic. And therefore, when there is peace, and not just peace between one community and the other, peace between all of us and among us, then we all succeed. And therefore, to that extent, I want to congratulate him and to say the way moving forward, all these models we are talking about, all these great things we are talking about will not mean much if we don't unite the country. And I therefore want to join you. You were in Rift Valley, you went to Coast, you went to Western, you went to the mountain. And with respect to the mountain, I also want to confirm that this time around when you went to the mountain, you were successful. But when I was trying to look at mountain climbing, we were also told that you have to acclimatize. You go to the base, acclimatize, then climb. So your 3-day stay at the Nanyuki place made all the difference. And we want to confirm that in the coming days, indeed, we shall be going. And with respect to the Azimio la Umoja, allow me also to say that to join Governor Nderitu, who like myself comes from a cosmopolitan county, and to confirm that we have been victims of ethnic profiling. And the worst thing that would happen is also to be also part of what targets others. So we may have a problem with an individual, but never with a community. And I think this Azimio la Umoja is for all Kenyans. And that must be very clear. Even if we differ with a person or with a group of people, it is not for the whole community. So let us work together. And I also want to tell the Mount Kenya community that among all the 43 communities, the community that is in every part of this country is the Mount Kenya community. From Lamu to Turkana to Kisumu and all that. And therefore, the biggest investors in diplomacy, in ensuring that we live at peace with everyone, must be this community. And I want to say, if you look at it in the global arena, the countries like the United States have the highest number of embassies across the whole world because they equally have their people all over the world. So likewise, even for ourselves, we want to live at peace in Trans Nzoia, we want to live at peace in Lamu and all the other places. And I personally say the unity message and clarion must be our message moving forward. Allow me also to say that for a region such as ours, with deep interests in business, in agriculture and everything, we would definitely want to go to this election not with the option of winning, but winning must be a must. So we cannot participate in this election hoping to win. In the last 20 years, we have mastered the art of winning. Our core business, even in this election, will be to win this election. Yeah? So therefore, even as we listen to all the other people, we don't just want to participate in an election and come and complain thereafter. We want to win, and when we win, we have a stable government for another 5 or 10 years. So the stability before, during, and even after the election is very key. And for me, when I look at all those things, I think my position has already been made. Then allow me also to say something about our country, that our country is not just another African country. We are a very important nation within the region. And as probably has been said, this election is such that the final decision will be made from the mountain. So as we make this decision, we are not just making it for Kenya, we are making it for a very big region. I want to invite you to look at to the west, I think to the east. We have Somalia, we have Ethiopia currently with challenges, we have Southern Sudan, we have many other countries that depend on Kenya. And therefore, the decision you are heading to is not one that can be made casually by the roadsides. Do we want to remain as the champions or the hegemony for the region, or do we want to be relegated to the backyard? So I want to say that we have very, very important decision to make. And this decision is not just for ourselves, but for a bigger region that also relies on us for business. We are now in DRC, we are in many other of our African countries, so let us not take these decisions casually. Then lastly, our decisions, although we are a region, must be based on what is best for Kenya, because there will be no SME policy for one region. There will be no anti-corruption policy for one region. So what is best for Mount Kenya must also be good for Kenya. And therefore I want to say, for me as I make my decision, I'll be very careful to see who will best fight corruption. Because I have studied all nations in the world, and there is no nation that ever prospered with corruption. Where there is corruption, poverty is a natural consequence. You as an individual may succeed. You as an individual may get rich, but as a country, you get poorer. So do we want to be rich people in a poor country, or do we want to be in a rich nation where all of us can be able to survive? Kenya has that opportunity, but that will all be based on the decisions that we make in the few coming days. Lastly, I also want to confirm that the diaspora community from the Mount Kenya region is very broad. And one of the areas where our disharmony in the last elections has brought chaos is in Nairobi. If the two of us come together, we shall solve Nairobi. We shall solve the Nairobi leadership crisis. And you can imagine the shame of your capital city really even being taken over by the national government because we could not be able to manage. But I want to assure you, when we come together, when we work together, we can take over the capital. Once we take over the capital, then that is where we have invested, and that is what all those things are going to happen. Lastly, allow me just to confirm that for us leaders, including myself, it is true that depending on our age, we have different priorities. A leader in their 30s, a leader in their 40s, a leader in their 60s. But it is also true, the older you become, the more you are focused on a legacy. Because you are not prepared to prepare a kingdom for another 100 years. Your focus is to leave your grandchildren and your nation in safe hands. May God bless you.
Makofi tena kwa Governor Kinyanjui. Asante. I think Governor, he